people, look at what I got from Spirits today. The pumpkin costume. There's still another one left there, but the eye is kind of crooked, facing that way a little bit more. I got the robe, a rope, head with hood, and I got the gloves too. This is the invisible mask to go with it, but when you have this on, you can't see anything, so it has to be so bright because this is dark. It's hard enough to see with just a pumpkin. You actually have to look through the mouth in order to see, and it squishes your face. But the scares you get when you jump at somebody with it, Grave Mourner, she's kind of fixed. I mean, she doesn't go all the way up or down, depending on how her pole is. I just put this black pole over her. Like, I taped it around this part of the pole, and then it just sits here on here. It's not taped or glued or anything. Just because you see tape, that didn't work. I mean, it's hot glued now, only because when it would rise, it would stay facing down, and then it would twist, and it would just look up at the sky. I mean, it would go up, but it would be facing like this. So it would, when people look at it, they'd be looking straight down at it. It would turn towards their face like that. So when I glue it down, it'll probably be looking down at the grass. I don't know. The glue isn't going to work. It's just way too heavy. But that's the new one. When you make it go for about 20 times in a row, she gets fast. But 20 times you have to make her go before she's completely fast. See? She's fast now. But if she doesn't go for about 5-10 minutes, then she's slow again. Guess what? It's almost time for decorating the garage. That's why these are up here. I fixed all the pads on these. I mean, I hot glued them because they were broken. I hot glued her foot back on. But it won't last that long because it's really destroyed. But yeah, hot glue isn't gonna work. This thing is so heavy, people. But what Renee is gonna do, my aunt, she's bringing screws and a drill bit. She's gonna drill it. Then it'll be even, probably. But that might be after Halloween, but yeah, it won't work. But yeah. Jeez. See, it didn't work because it snapped down like that. So the hot glue is not going to work. I mean, here's what I'll show you. It's going to look up at the sky when it rises. See? That's what I mean. It's not all the way up. I mean, it only has this much further to go. It only has that much further to go. It's right here, and it just has up there to go. So it's pretty darn close. Another problem is that it's tilted to the side. Like, it's a little crooked because it's really, really thick, this pole, see? I mean, I can take this pole right out, but it can just stick right on there like that. I'm sure it's causing stress, but once we screw it in, then it'll be perfect. It'll be just fine then. But look at, Rosemary is completely on the off setting, and her eyes never stop lighting up. I put tape around here so that she won't short out anymore, her eyes, so that they don't get worse like they already are. I mean, because if they touched again, it wouldn't work at all anymore. I love that startup. Guess what? I'm going to buy a wolf spitter soon. I'll have enough money for it because I'm working overtime at Spirits. I might even buy another Rosemary. But for probably a gravedigger first. I don't know. They are so sensitive, ghost girls. But anyways, yeah. As you can see, she went so much forward that even her front foot was broken, and it still is. Cause hot glue really won't fix that. It's not. I don't know. It needs another like 5-pound weight in front of her. But even I'm not even sure that would work. Because on all these, the front will break because when they lurch, the back part of them is lifting up, not the front. The front part is lifting down really hard, so that actually is cracking itself. This is not Resurrection Mary's base. It's on its normal base, and guess what? This base, the springs got so bad that it didn't jump up anymore. It only jumped like this, and that's it. It wouldn't come all the way up. I could lift it up like this, but for a while, it only jumped up like this. Well, it was like this. That's how slow it was. But guess what? I guess over time, it's true. You can't turn it off when it's down like this, or else the springs will get kind of stretched out and they won't work anymore. Oh, there goes Grave Mourner. Anyways, so when you turn it off, you have to turn it off like this when it's standing, because that's what happened here. I always used to turn them off when they were like this, and that slowed it down, so that was bad. So I guess from a few years of just sitting there up, I'm sure that's what happened. I'm sure that's why it works better now. See, she just has a little bit more to go up, just a little bit. Her face goes all the way to the floor. See, she's all the way touching it. But yeah, I mean, she just has a little bit more. I mean, I'm sure it falls off after about 4 rounds to pull, but I don't know. But that problem might get fixed soon if it doesn't break again. When my aunt brings the drill bits. She might even end up being a little bit taller. I have a bunch of all these batteries pretty much don't charge that great anymore because they're so darn old. So, ooh. That's a lot of batteries too. Look at all that money. We spent a lot on chargeables. I always had to keep getting more and more and more because I thought they were going bad. But they weren't at that time. It was just my chargers. They were picky ones. Here we go. Now I'll show you. Remember, like I said, it used to only jump up to this low and up to here, when it's supposed to jump all the way up like that. Whoa! So see, it actually did jump up, but it fell off the foot. I think it's breaking. I might need to hot glue it. It doesn't matter. I never disassemble these, so I don't even... This 2010 was before they made the key locks on these, and they fall off really easy, these feet. The key locks are pretty bad too because they're so they're really tight. Here.